Immortal. John Hancock here, and I have a great update to my channel and some news and personal news. So first thing, I got a job. So I was only out of work I think like 7 days, and I was able to land a great job. Yes, I'm going back to teaching elementary kids, and second grade teacher now. So just recently had my first day, and I'm excited, and here we go. So I have received a lot of donations recently, and I just want to thank everybody who has donated to my channel. And if your donations didn't make the cut, I'm sorry. It's because I forgot. So recently I've done a lot of things. I recently spoke at PAX with Chris Collier and Kinsey about some antique video games. People would bring in games, and we'd have to talk about, you know, general value and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I haven't been to PAX in a couple years, and it's really grown. So I was really excited about doing that with them. So thank you so much. And that's where I got this cool hat. Finally have a Sega hat. I was missing a Sega hat, so I'm really happy to be representing Sega. So here we go. So Alan has graciously donated me several awesome things. This Lara Croft Tomb Raider bundle, which is I do believe a overseas exclusive. Some other exclusive games that did not come over here. These PS2 SingStar Rocks in the 80s. Definitely cool. Really happy about that. The Longest Day for PS3. Again, another exclusive. And these two things, which I'm really excited about. Gaelic Games Football. And Casper. And the Ghostly Trio. Pretty sweet. Look at that. Knock things down. Alright. So thank you so much, Alan. We also got some other great exclusive, my Super Nintendo collection. So as many of you know, I'm going for a Super Nintendo set. Going to be pretty hard for the final ones. And so excluding the Donkey Kong competition cart, you know, that's in the Star Fox Super Weekend Challenge. Those are probably not on the agenda of getting, just because of the cost. Those are really expensive. I want them, but I just gosh, that's out of my budget. And so so I'm down to now 11 Super Nintendo games. Thank you so much to Cole. He donated I'm blown away by the stuff he donated. So he contacted me and said, hey, through my fan page, and said, hey, I know you're going for a set. He was at a convention and he picked up some things for me. It was so nice of him. So Natsume Championship Wrestling. Picked up a sealed Magic Boy for me. Thank you. That's awesome. But more importantly, I cannot believe he did this. And actually, a thank you goes to Pat the NES Punk, because he wanted it too. But when he found out that I was wanting it too, he said, "That's cool. Give it to John." So thank you, Pat, as well. And that's Wild Guns. And I had the box and the manual. I did not have the game. This game was donated. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Jason of the Narc podcast knew I was missing Boogerman, and he graciously donated us, like, hey, I have an extra copy, and so I plan on being on that at some point. So thank you so much, Jason of the Narc podcast. Super excited about that. So I went to PAX and had a blast. I just can't believe how awesome that show is. It's great. Got to see the new Toe Jam and Earl. Lots of great indie stuff there. I got to see Mutant League Football. which is a Steam Greenlight game. Please vote for it. It's pretty sweet. I was excited about that. Well, there's a gentleman there that I talked to, and his name's Furquin. So Furquin, thank you so much. He donated some really cool stuff to the collection. Got these really cool Nintendo Power Team Power pins to my collection. Just donated them, as well as this sweet Nintendo 64 banner, and it's like awesome shape, and I plan on putting that up at some point. Right now I'm working on an expansion to the house, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's just going to be a long process, so I'm finally expanding. I would like to have a dedicated room to my pre-crash games in a play area, and just have it a little more simplified, where I can actually sit down and have a guest over and enjoy stuff. That's probably where my YouTube channels will eventually be. It's probably a good year out. It's going to be built, but you know, furnishing it and having time to, like, I don't know, hang out in it, it's going to be a while. So anyways, thank you so much to everybody who donated anything to my channel. There's so many people to thank, and I just say I look forward to continuing doing videos. This is a much better week for me. I'm just thrilled to be able to continue doing these videos. So, also an update. We got Portland Retro Gaming Expo coming up, and if you are able to go, I totally recommend it. They have something very special this year, and I can now announce that I am one of the curators of the Portland Retro Gaming Expo Museum. And this is a new feature that you know, they keep adding cool stuff to the show. If you really think about the admission costs, it is relatively very cheap for everything you get to do. And this museum is going to include some crazy items, including the Nintendo PlayStation, the N64 disk drive, US one that was just found, as well as Rick Wise is going to be showcasing a majority of his collection, including all his boxed Atari 2600 games and many of his kiosks. And so there's James Randall, Chris Collier, and myself are going to be the curators in there, and there's going to be some other people involved as well with that you can go in there and talk to them about game history. So love to have you at PRGE. I do believe it's coming up October 21st to 23rd. So love to see you there. I'm going to be speaking as well with Metal Jesus Rocks, as well as my own panel about obscure consoles. And this is a long one. This is the immortal John Hancock signing out. I'll see you next week.